Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. It's saying 9 o'clock here for me, so as far as I can tell, okay, I'm 5 minutes late. Sorry about that. My desktop computer's saying 9 o'clock. I'll get that fixed. So I do apologise for being a few minutes late, and hope you're all good and doing well. Give me 1 second and we'll get underway. Let us know whereabouts you're calling in from. Good morning, everybody. How are we? Sorry, I'm at my other computer today, and it looks like the computer clock is running a little slow. So it's only 9:01 on my computer up here. So I apologise for those of you who've been waiting a little bit. My apologies. Morning, Margaret in Victoria Point. Morning, Janet in Fort Wayne. G'day, Donna in Cairns. Manju in Ontario, welcome. Morning, Terry in Las Vegas. G'day, Marge in Massachusetts. And Batya, welcome. Rajoka, welcome. Good to see you. Sherry in Texas says she's excited about Unleashed 2. That's good. Me too. Morning, Gail in Geelong. Morning, Jenny on a wet Gold Coast. Yes, a bit rainy here this morning too. Morning, Sonia in Melbourne. Morning, Gail in Georgia. Morning, Linda. Morning, Sujata in Nevada. Morning, Tatiana in South Florida. Morning, Lynn on the Gold Coast. And Barb in Brisbane, welcome. G'day, Wanda. Beautiful blue skies in Hawaii. Fantastic. How good's that? Manju, we're starting now. Morning, Barb. Morning, Gail. Marie says she's looking forward to hearing more about the new challenge. Very good. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Merrill in WA. Morning, Magdalene. -2 degrees in Hobart. Goodness me. Morning, Patty in Wisconsin. And over on Facebook, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jeanette in Auckland. G'day, Peter. Morning, Winnie in Melbourne. Morning, Mary in Ireland. Welcome. Teresa, Nova Scotia. Good to see you. G'day, Robert in Ireland. And Bonnie in Darwin. Hope it's nice and warm up there and not raining. Morning, Celine. Morning, Tracy. Morning, Joy in Kent, England. Welcome. G'day, Gail in Wyoming. And Anne, good morning. How are you? G'day, Pauline in Wales. Good morning, Jenny on the Gold Coast. And Connie in Saskatchewan. Yes, I think I got it right for once. Morning, Sue in CA, California, I assume. Morning, Annette. All right. Well, we are here for our Friday morning coffee chat and Q&A session, which is good. One of our favourite times of the week. And we're going to talk about Unleash the Artist Within number 2, which is exciting. Looking forward to it. And I'll give you a few details on that, tell you how to register, and we'll then answer any questions you've got. G'day, Colin in Dapto. Colin we did a painting of Great Keppel Island on one of our live streams going back maybe about 5 months ago. I was there last September, maybe about 5 or 6 months ago. And Colin's just saying that he sold his version of it, so well done, Colin. Was that on Blue Thumb, Colin, that you sold that? Morning, Teresa. You're humming Star Wars theme. I guess I was. Da, 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 da. Morning, Diane on the Gold Coast. And I can't remember where we're up to here, but good morning to everybody. All right, so we are going to do another Unleash the Artist Within challenge. Yay! Crowd goes wild because we enjoyed it so much last time. Now, if you're joining us for the first time here, you're unsure what the Unleash the Artist Within challenge is and so on, then just give me 2 seconds and I'll just show you. I just want to show you some of the results from last time, just to build the excitement and also to say well done to everybody. Some of you will have seen these, but just as a brief 2-minute recap, we shall have a look at these. So just bear with me for 1 second. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. There we go. We are onto it now. So I really enjoyed our first one, and I was kind of sad when it ended, but we can't let these things run forever. But we can do it again. So I thought we'd do it again, just for fun. So let me just cut across to there, and I'll just show you some of the folks who took part in the last one. And we had over 600 photos of people showing their paintings and so on. And I've been trying to figure out how to do a video of it all, but it's just way too many, unfortunately. So at some point I'll pick out a selection of the photos and put them together into a little video there. But unfortunately, there were too many for my computer system to be able to cope with trying to put that many into a video system, right? So look at all the amazing results that we got from people. And I think this just shows that, if you paint consistently over a period of time and you get together with a group of like-minded friends and you focus on the basics, right? Everyone wants to do the complicated things, but I'm a great believer in the basics are the way that you improve. And, just doing it consistently and doing it as a group, I think has huge advantages. So, well done, everybody, from the last one. I got 7 different albums of photos. We had 1,500 people register for the last Unleash the Artist Within challenge. And I'd love to hear your comments. What was the one thing that you enjoyed the most about the last challenge? Because that'd be important for us to put into the next one, right? So just while I'm flicking through these, just let me know in the comments, what was the one thing that you enjoyed the most out of our challenge last time? And we'll make sure we incorporate that into the new challenge. Pardon me. So look, just amazing results, and many of you actually took a big step forward in your painting as a result. And I think a large part of it is just having that focused intention for a period of time on making improvements, and that certainly happened, right? So I'm probably scrolling a little bit fast, but I just want to give you the general idea, just for anybody who maybe didn't take part in the last challenge. So you'll definitely want to take part in this one. All right, let me just cut back to me. Let me see what comments we got here. Sujata said, can't wait for the second challenge. Batcha says, the community was my favourite part. Yes, absolutely. Terry said, the challenge kept me painting daily. Big key, right? Consistency of effort, I think, is a real big key to improving in anything, really, in life, isn't it? Barb said, being more committed. Yeah, just making a decision to take part. And my motto is have a go. What's the worst that can happen, right? So as long as you make the decision, you're going to have a go and get actively involved, you're going to make some improvements and take some steps forward. Sonia said, I love that it was for beginners to achieve a lovely painting. Yes, absolutely. Although looking at those photos, most people are beyond the beginner level. Whether you started as a beginner at the start of the challenge or not is another thing, but certainly by the end of it, most people had taken a big step beyond the beginner level. So Jada said, seeing different takes on the same scene. Yes, that's always interesting. Gail said, the community feeling and the teacher. Oh, thank you, Gail. That's very sweet. Engage me daily, says SD. Yes. Becky said, I agree with community, seeing each other's work and the encouragement was great. Fantastic, Becky. Sherry says, the encouraging and relatable teacher with a method that works. Thank you, Sherry. Tatiana says, yes, it was amazing. The most was commitment and focus. Becky, I geeked out every time I saw that Rod liked one of my photos. Very good. Janet says, painting every day and all the photos, everyone. Yes, definitely. Gail said, working to present your best. Yep. And you get inspired by everyone. And I think that's what Meryl said. Your inspiration, encouragement, painting every day. Cool bananas. Where are we here? Here we are. Colin said eBay. Oh, good. Colin sold that painting on eBay. Well done, mate. People go to eBay to buy paintings all day long. I've got a friend who makes, you have to be making at least $500,000 a year selling his art on eBay. Morning, Wendy Tuckett. How are you? She loved the variety of the paintings. Fantastic. Tracy said, I'm only using an iPad. Could not find yesterday's live. Watched the videos on how, but didn't help. Okay. If you have any problems there, Tracy, contact our support desk. They'll help you. Colin said, I enjoy painting every day using our acquired knowledge of the basics. Fantastic, Colin. Gail said, having a group to interact with every day and structured situation to painting. Brilliant. Good on you, Gail. Bonnie said, easy pace. You did each step, gave me confidence on having a go. Encouragement of others. Terrific. Jeanette said, to use your own initiative and to get into a routine of painting and work it to your own daily schedule. That's a really interesting comment, to use your own initiative especially, right? So I obviously demonstrate the painting and give you the principles of the Moore method of painting and the fundamentals of good painting. But then you interpret that through your own mind, don't you? And your own creative spirit and soul. So therefore, everyone's version is going to come out with your own unique stamp on it. And that's what I love to see, is how that translates. So Peter said, reinforce the habit of painting consistently. Yes, consistent painting. If you can get to the habit of painting pretty much every day, even if it's only half an hour, right? Not only will you produce a large body of work, but you'll see a definite improvement if you did nothing else, right? But adding the community aspect to it, which is what we're trying to really focus on here at the Learn to Paint Academy, and adding into that an understanding of the fundamentals and the basics, you'll skyrocket beyond what most people who take up painting as a hobby just float around, right? They don't really make much improvement. So there's a definite path forward. Celine said, my favourite part was the goal of posting my paintings and seeing everyone else's work. It kept me painting daily. Yeah, and I guess having the prize there gives you that little bit of incentive to want to post your painting up, which therefore means that you want to do your best effort with it, and everything flows back from there. Winnie said, I just enjoyed. It doesn't matter the result. It makes me have that experience. Fantastic, Winnie. Yes. Elle said, the daily contact with the group. Yes, that's very, very important, especially in these troubled times. Where are we up to here? I've lost track a little. If I haven't said good morning to you, hi Sue, hi Annette, hi Linda, hi Donna, hi Bernadette, hi Lee, hi Christine. Yes, we did have great numbers. The last one, 1,500 people registered for the last Unleash the Artist Within challenge. Community, says Linda. Yep. Donna says, the last challenge gave me the confidence to just give it a try. And that's my motto. Give it a go. What's the worst that could happen, right? You throw a bit of paint around. But the best that could happen is you take a big step forward. Pauline said, apart from great tutoring, it was a great being part of the community and seeing everyone's version of the same projects. Fantastic, Pauline. Connie said, it definitely was a challenge for me doing landscape. Haven't done that in over 40 years. Wow. Well, there you go. Morning, Beverly. Love the whole experience, especially seeing of others' paintings as well as the variety of your selection of paintings. Fantastic. Morning, Valerie. A bit wet in Bow Desert. Yes. I think we're in for a weekend of rain. Linda says, everyone was so positive. Yeah. Fantastic. So I'm flipping back and forward between, we've got our people on our members site, and then we've got two different Facebook groups we're streaming to. So I'm just sort of flipping back and forward. So if I miss your comment, I do apologise. Morning, Margaret in Gosford. Morning, Cindy. Gave me the courage to start painting from photos, not other paintings, and consistent painting. Great. That's terrific, Cindy. Tatiana said, I really enjoyed the support of the community and love to see everyone's versions. Terrific. Morning, Foxy. Sarah said increase in bravery and confidence. That's terrific, Sarah. And by the way, Sarah, your painting, we finished it in yesterday's live stream. Not sure if you saw it, but we'll give it a week to 10 days to dry, and then I'll get it in the post for you, Sarah. So I appreciate you buying that one. Where are we up to? Wendy said that I've got to have a go at painting along and sharing the experience with my mum. Fantastic, Wendy. And my best friend, and the delight of experiencing their sense of pride. That's brilliant. Well done, Wendy. Morning, Beverly. It's okay if you're a bit tardy. Apparently I was a bit late this morning by 4 minutes. Morning, Carleen. Morning, Gail. My most challenging issue with painting is actually getting around to doing it. Yeah. Well, that's why the challenges are good, and we're about to get into our next challenge, so hopefully that'll help. Morning, Lindley, in Townsville Hospital. Hope you're okay. Big trip to Townsville. Beverly said it got me going. Dorinda said, hi there, late again. That's okay, Dorinda. Are you getting the rain up there, Dorinda, at Howard? Morning, Gail, in South Carolina. Carlene said it's raining. I think it's raining from Noosa to Sydney at the moment. Alrighty. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to just find the page. So obviously we learnt some lessons from the last one. And don't look at my distorted face there. So, there were things we wanted to improve from the last one. So I'll get rid of me. There we go. So what I've done, I put together one information page. After you register, you'll have access to this page, right? And there's obviously an explanation video of me explaining things there. The official dates are going to be July 19th to the 25th. Now, all the dates are in my date and time, okay? But we're going to run for a week in the build-up to the challenge. So we're actually going to open the Facebook group next Monday morning, but you can start registering from today and invite all your arty friends to come and join us, right? But we'll run officially for 7 days, the same way we did last time. We'll have a preamble for a week, then we'll have our official sessions for a week, and then we'll have a wrap-up and so on after that. So when you first register, there's 3 steps for you to do. Join the Facebook group, obviously important. Save this link, learntopaint.academy.info, okay? Because that brings you to this page where everything you need to know, whenever you've got a question about how it's going to run, or times and dates, it's all on this page here, right? And here's the link to register, learntopaint.academy/unleash. That'll take you to the registration page. We'll have a quick look at that. So you can copy that link and you can send it out to all of your art friends, put it on your social media, and invite all your art friends to come and join us. Okay, so all the details are there for them to register. Okay, and then the next section is art supplies. So I've made a detailed list of the paints, the brushes, painting surfaces and mediums, and let's look how organised we are. We put it into a PDF document so you can download it if you need to go to your art supplies store and get all the stuff, right? Trying to make it as easy as we can. Then I've got the schedule of dates and times, right? So the Facebook group will open on the Monday the 11th. So if you register today, go and click through to the Facebook group and register, but it won't actually open until next Monday. But here's the schedule of dates and times. We're actually going to do 2 warm-up painting sessions, okay? Thursday the 14th and Sunday the 17th. Pardon me. And those 2 paintings will be included as part of the challenge, okay? And then we'll have our 3 paintings from Monday the 18th through to the 24th. Have I got those dates right? Let me just double check. Not August. Should be Monday the 19th through to Sunday the 25th. So I'll get all the dates are a little bit out. I'll get those fixed up. And then the date and schedule here. Now this is all in Brisbane time, right? See the note here? The above dates and times are for Brisbane. Okay. So I put together a little PDF document that you can print out with all the dates and times here, and then you can convert them to your local date and time. But pretty much it'll be 9 a.m. every day, pretty much, right? Except for on one day, which will be Thursday the 14th, okay, I'll be doing a live Q&A for people in our Artist Business Academy. But we will have a warm-up painting which will play sort of automatic that you can follow along with for those who aren't in the Artist Business Academy. So that's that. Okay, so make sure you download the PDF. Here I've got the link to the website where you can convert the time and date. And if you watch this video, it shows you how to use this link here to convert it into your local time. Okay, all the photos will be here as we come in. Oh, and the other thing is we've got this schedule here, right? As we do each of these sessions, I will put the link here back to the video recording. So if you missed a session like Friday the 15th, we're talking about the artist's journey, just come back to this page and the link will be there after the session. Okay, so that you'll have a reference of all the links to all the recordings as we go. All the photos will be here. This is our major prize draw, which is a larger painting, has a gallery value of about $1,000. It will be framed in this white frame, and I'll ship it anywhere in the world. And it's going to be run pretty much the same way we ran it last time. There's going to be 2 warm-up paintings and 3 main painting projects. So a total of 5 paintings that you can post. And, you know, if you do each of the photos, then as you can see the example here, Julie and Jenny and Peter and so on, Sonia, you can do all 5 paintings, take a photo of yourself with the painting, preferably smiling. This is the one shot we got of Peter smiling. And that'll give you an entry into the draw. And then we will draw, entries close Wednesday the 28th. I'll double check all those dates. And then the prize draw will be on Friday the 30th of July at 9 a.m. We'll do that live as we did last time. And that'll be the wrap up of the challenge. So all that's there. As we did last time, there's an opportunity for you to join as a Life member if you missed it. This will be the very last time we're going to offer the Life membership at $247. So just make a note of that. It will go up probably to $347 after this challenge. So this is the last time we're doing it. And also joining the Artist Business Academy. We'll talk about that as well. If you want to join, you don't need to if you don't have any plans to sell your artwork. If you want to leave feedback, here's the links here to do that. And most importantly, if you need support or help, I've been training up a couple of people for our support, and we're there to help you. 24 to 48 hours, we'll get back to you. We'll try and make that a little bit quicker during the challenge. So if you have any support issues, rather than post them into the Facebook group, contact our support desk. They're there to help you, right? You just need to open a support ticket. You only need to open one support ticket. If you open up multiple support tickets thinking that will speed the process up, it won't. Actually slows us down. But that's where you go to get help. But first, come to this page, because this page will have all the information pretty much that you need. Okay? So we've been trying to streamline the whole process for you. And hopefully, we've got it right to do that. So, cool. What is your opinion about using sponges to create leaves and trees and distant brushes? Not my sort of style, Jeanette. I don't use sponges and things. I just use a few brushes. But if that works for you, then go for it. Is this all on the members' website now? No, it's not in the members' website, Terry. This is something that will, the challenge will be run via the Facebook group, which we've just set up, and the communication will be via email. Okay, so I'll give you the link to register in just 1 second. And then after the challenge, what will happen when the challenge closes down, we shut down the Facebook group, all the recordings will go into the members area. So if you're a full access member, then you'll have access to the recordings as you do for Unleash Challenge number 1. We'll give you access to the recordings, and you'll have access for that as long as you're a full access member. Jenny said, Rod, I have some photos from Cornwall for you. Not sure how good they'll be, but would like to send them. Where can I send them? Contact our support desk, Jenny, and let them know, and they'll give you an email address. Do have a link. Okay, I'll put the link up in 1 second. Barb says, geez, you're organised. Well, Barb, that's because the last one ran reasonably smoothly, but I still nearly had a nervous breakdown, so I wanted to make it more efficient for this one, right? Dorinda, you're getting rain. Good, good. Teresa said, your outline and setup for the challenge is excellent. I love how organised this challenge is. Yes, this will be the most organised challenge I've done. And we can only get better, right? It's the same with painting. You have a go, you realise what you did wrong, you learn, and try and get better. Peter's got a world-famous smile. Indeed you have, my friend. Gil said, any tips on painting acrylic to look like snow on the ground? Well, a little bit difficult to just give you tips offhand, but snow on the ground is no different from painting any element. It's just a matter of identifying the values and the colour within those values, right? And so if you've got a photo that you've taken, not one that you've got off the internet, but a photo that you've taken, send it through. Just contact our support desk and we'll have a look at doing that at a future live stream. So I just read Colin's comment, which said, your level of organisation amazes me. Yeah, so if you've got a photo of snow that you're having problems with, and as long as it's not too complex, we have to be able to do it in a live stream environment, right? So that requires reasonably simple projects. Lindley says, I'm really looking forward to the challenge. Love the first one. Good on you, Lindley. Alrighty. Linda says, everybody was so positive. Yes, they were. That's the community that I, about 5 years ago, started to imagine myself building, was a community of really positive people. We don't want negative, bitchy, whiny people. We want people who are happy and positive and have a great energy about them and excited about what we're doing, right? So hopefully that's the sort of people we'll continue to attract. Morning, Kathy. Linda says, you are marvellous. Oh, thank you, Linda. You can say it, but you're going to make me blush. Beverly said, if we're a Fundamentals Life member, do we still have to register? Yeah, everybody needs to register for the challenge because all the information I'm going to send out is going to be to those who are registered via email. Because we may have to change things on the fly, we may add things and so on. So yes, please register your email so that we can be in contact only with those people who are registered, right? Rather than email everybody. What did I like most about Unleash 1? Good question, Pauline. Thank you for asking. I think the thing that, my goal always is to see people not only develop themselves with their painting, but to develop themselves, right, as human beings. And just seeing people excited, positive, focused, having fun and advancing in their painting. And you could see the definite improvement over the couple of weeks that we ran. So seeing people improve their painting but becoming better humans, especially in this day and age where there's a lot of misery and gloom and doom out there in the world, having focused, excited, positive, happy people, that was the thing I liked most about it. And if we improve our painting, that's a bonus, right? That's a bonus. G'day, Julie. How are you? So, will the challenge be suitable for beginners? Yeah, look, everything I do will be suitable for beginners. That's why we're going to have a couple of warm-up paintings, which I suggest you do. I'll pick those to be fairly simple projects and do those before the main painting session. The 3 paintings during the main painting session can be done by beginners, but they're going to maybe be a little bit challenging. And they're completely open to interpretation. So let me just tell you about the 3 paintings that we're going to do. The very first one is one where I paint the whole thing in acrylics. Okay, so the Moore method of painting is suitable for acrylics, gouache, water mixable oils, and traditional oils. And last time I only used water mixable oils. So this time I did the first painting is fully in acrylics, right? But you can use any of those mediums. And it's very loose interpretation that I've done. Because when I paint in acrylics, I tend to be really loose. So that's the first painting. The second one, I'm going to do in acrylics to block in and water mixable oils to finish. And then the third one I'll just do in water mixable oils. And part of the reason why I'm doing that is to demonstrate to you that the methodology that we use at the Learn to Paint Academy is virtually the same from one medium to the next. There's a few subtle differences with each of those mediums, but essentially the methodology, the working process is the same. So that's what we're doing. The first painting is going to be quite a bright, colourful painting. So mate, talking too much. G'day, John. Just in time to keep me busy during our extended summer vacation. Very good, John. Will the challenge be... Oh, we've already answered that one. Stay positive, stay painting, says John. Yes. When can we see the subjects that we'll be painting? Well, just prior to the actual time when we're painting them. So I'll keep you posted about that. Morning, Anne. What's the challenge? Well, we've just been going through that, Anne. So you'll have to catch up on that. But we're running it's going to effectively be a couple of weeks challenge. I haven't said what subjects we're going to be using for the challenge, but one of them is going to be a bright, colourful one. And we'll do maybe one landscape, one seascape. Gail says she's looking forward to the challenge. Sujata says, I agree with Bob. Your organising skills make our life simple. Oh, Barb, sorry, yep. You must have a very big diary. Well, I do have a very full diary. I do a lot behind the scenes that you guys don't see. Janet's given us a big cheesy grin. Sujata says, do I have to paint in acrylic? If I paint in oil, will it be counted? You can paint in any of the four mediums. So you may have posted that comment before I just mentioned the four mediums, but you can paint in acrylics, gouache, water mixable oils, or oils, whatever you want to do. Completely up to you. Linda says, loved your inspiration and encouragement in Challenge 1. Excited about Challenge 2. Love this community. Rod's the best. Thank you, Linda. That's very sweet. Becky says, thank you for doing one in acrylics. Yes, I thought it was important just to show you that there's no real difference, right? The methodology is the same. The only thing that people get caught up with acrylics is that it dries too quick and they can't blend it. And the main reason for that is you're not using enough paint. And if you are using heaps of paint, add in some retarder and that should fix your problems, right? Do we need experience with water mixable oil to use it in the challenge? You don't need experience with it, Batcher. It does, water mixable oils and traditional oils, it takes a few paintings to get the hang of it, right? Because you need to understand layering. So perhaps between now and Monday, have a look at our water mixable oil introduction course if you're choosing to paint in water mixable oils. Particularly the little section there on how to thin the paint down and so on. Magdalene says, I'm excited and looking forward to Challenge 2, but not sure about my other half as he has to reorganise his schedule and be more responsible for cooking and housework. That's brilliant. So he should, Magdalene. So he should. Get him into shape. Sandy says, will you be sending an email with the link to the webpage you were just showing us? I'll send you a link to the registration page, which I'll give you in a moment. Terry says, you use Trello to keep organised. I use Trello and a number of other systems for organisation. Absolutely, Terry. You're obviously going through our Artist Business Academy. Morning, Nina. Had a meeting at work. Have to listen to replay. Cool. Is registration open now? Yes, I'll give you the link now. Hang on one sec. Pauline said, I've just bought water mixable oils, so I'm looking forward to trying them out. For those of you who have just bought water mixable oils, log into the members area, go to the water mixable oils introduction course, and just go through that first little section where I do 4 little sort of studies talking about how to thin the paint down. That would be important just to get onto that part. Okay. All right, let me give you the link. Hang on one second on. Somebody's already found it. Batcher, already registered. I'll type this out for you and we'll pop it up. And then we'll get to answering your questions. So if you've got questions about the challenge, then that's cool. But if you've got general questions, we will answer those as well. Academy/Unleash. And grow that. All right. Everybody got their pen and paper ready? Here is the link. Okay, so it's www. Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, cool. www.learntopaint.academy. That's our main website address, right? That's pretty much where you go to access everything. Then /unleash. And that will take you to the registration page here. Pop your email address in, hit the register button, and then follow the steps from there. Okay, so let me go back to that page. Okay, learntopaint.academy, /unleash. I'll give you a second to write that down. And you can either register now while we're chatting, or write it down on a piece of paper, and you can register as soon as we finish here. Either way is cool. learntopaint.academy /unleash. Unleash. Right. Hopefully that's enough time. Well, what I'll do, I'll cut back to me. If it's not enough time, then we'll put it back up. So it's just learntopaint.academy /unleash. What you want to do when you get to the information page, click through to the Facebook group and request to join, but the group is not actually open until Monday. So you won't actually get into the Facebook group yet because it hasn't been built. But it will be open on Monday. Okay. So we just need to have a little bit of patience for that, because I've just got to build the Facebook group. But you should still be able to go there and register for it. If not, I'll email everybody when it is available. Yeah, it may not be live just yet. So what I'll do, just keep an eye on your email over the next day or two, and I will, as soon as the Facebook group's ready, I'll email everyone the link, and you can then go and register. The recordings will happen automatically in the Facebook group. The link on the information page won't be posted straight away. I'll try and get them up within half an hour to an hour. But you can always go back to the Facebook group when it's open and just go to the video section and you'll find the recordings. But they happen automatically on Facebook within the group. Me posting the link onto that information page, that's a manual process. So that will happen. Has the dates wrong? It should not have the dates wrong there. Unless you're seeing the cached page. Address is not bringing up the sign page. Takes you to the old challenge page. Okay, everybody stand by and I'll fix that problem. Just give me 1 second and chat amongst yourselves for a moment while I fix that problem. I didn't think about the caching issue, so I'll get that fixed in 2 seconds flat. If it's taking you to the old page, then we need a new one. So, I didn't think about that as a problem. Let's copy that. But fortunately, it's easy fixed. Okay, so let me change this. Instead of Unleash, it's now U2. Just think of the band. Okay, learntopaint.academy/U2. And that should resolve that problem that some of you are having. I don't think all of you would have had that problem, but some of you had. Valerie says she's having the last challenge. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Just type in U2 instead. And, U2 instead, and that'll fix it up for you. Okay, so learntopaint.academy/U2. I'm glad I got you guys to test it out for me. So what's happened is that sometimes your computer will store copies of old pages and just default back to those. So if you go to U2 instead, Gary says, I better finish the paintings from the last challenge. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, or you could just roll into this challenge. Cool. So everyone go to U2, learntopaint.academy/U2. I'll probably get banned by Facebook for using a copyright trademark name, but anyway. Pauline said, Unleash 1 ran so smoothly and was so well organised, so impressive. I've lost count of how many people I've told about it. Very good. Hopefully this one will run smoothly too. That's fixed, says Wendy. No worries. Thanks, John. The dates on the info were out. Date had wrong day reference. Okay, so go to learntopaint.academy U2. That'll fix it. What's not working there, Nina? Learntopaint.academy/U2. That should work. Okay, I'll just copy this into the chat for everyone, and then we'll get on to answering any general questions. Pardon me. Sorry about that. So just to answer Meryl's question about the water mixable oil intro, it's one of the courses in the Learn to Paint Academy. You need to log in, go to the courses section, look for the water mixable oils introduction course. That's where you'll find that. And then the Facebook group won't be open just yet. I still need to do a bit of work on it, it looks like. So I'll email everybody who's registered once the Facebook group is ready to roll. And it will be live and ready for everybody to come into on Monday. Okay, so you won't have access to the Facebook group until Monday. But I'll make sure everybody's got the link and the details for that. Okay. All right, let's get into general questions of a general nature. I think I saw a question, so I'm just going to scroll back. The dates in the PDF, not website. I'll check all the dates and I'll update everybody who's registered because I may have got the dates wrong for everything. So I'll make sure that's all fixed up. So yeah, look, it does look like I got some of the dates wrong. So I'll fix that up. Now I saw a question here from Nana Marge. Here we are. I'm slowly working through the courses and I'm wondering about the Seascape course 1, and that doesn't follow the Moore method of painting. No, so Marg has is going through our courses, and she's saying that what the Seascape courses, Seascape 1, Seascape 2, and also the Landscape 1 and Landscape 2 don't follow the Moore method of painting. And the reason is it's because I created those courses before I got really clear on what the Moore method of painting is, right? So therefore it doesn't mention the Moore method of painting and it doesn't follow the same process. That's the reason why. There's still okay courses to go through, but there's some of the earlier courses. So what I plan to do is to do a complete course on landscape painting and then a complete course on seascape painting. And we'll do it as a live challenge, and it'll be longer. It'll probably be a 3-week challenge, and we'll probably do that later this year, maybe October, November, somewhere around there. And it'll be free for everybody to do the challenge, but then once the challenge finishes, it'll become a complete course in the members area, right? So then you'll need to be a member to access it after that. But then it'll update and supersede the landscape and seascape courses that are in the members area at the moment. So that's the reason why Nana Marg, it doesn't follow the Moore method of painting. Many people have still gone through those courses though and got a lot of value out of them. So that explains that. All right. Everybody panicked as soon as the sound disappeared, but that's okay. Hopefully you've got sound now. Question says, Sonia, storing paintings. How to store paintings while waiting to sell them? Any difference between storing oils, acrylics, and MDF boards? Well, MDF boards, you can just stack them up, in a row. But what I would recommend is getting a little piece of cardboard, about that big, folding it over and just sitting it on the edges so that you can create a little bit of separation between your MDF boards. Acrylics, no problem. Just leave it laying out to dry. After 2 days, you can stack all those up and that's no problem. But anything with oils, and particularly on MDF board, little bit of cardboard just to separate them, and then you can just stack them up in a row. What I recommend is if you're painting a lot, that you need a drying area. So you take paintings off the easel, they go into a drying area, and with water mixable oils and so on, you probably want to allow 10, 14 days. And then once they've gone through that 10 to 14 days, then you put them into a storage. I've got racking system here, which I'll take a photo of and show you, right? I've got a racking system, and they just all stand up, and a little bit of cardboard in between just to stop them sticking together. Okay, that's probably the easiest way. Rod, what can I wrap a canvas panel in to post? Well, often what I'll do is put tissue paper around to protect it, and then bubble wrap, and then into a hard post pack. Depends on the size. Okay, so if you've got a canvas panel, if it's a cardboard canvas panel, then they can bend and warp easily in the post. So I wouldn't, if it's 5x7, 8x10, then just bubble wrap into a hard postal pack. If it's any bigger than 8x10, I would be cutting MDF board to the size and then bubble wrap and then tape the MDF board around either side, which is the way I do all my paintings when I post them, right? Especially wrap, stretch canvas on stretcher bars. They definitely need to have MDF board on either side. So MDF board's pretty easy to cut with just a Stanley knife, so you can do that. So that's what I would do with your postage. Jenny says, hi Rod, do you recommend applying a background colour before starting to paint on the canvas or paper? If it pleases you, like I have done that. I have times when I don't do that. I kind of treat our blocking step 2 as getting colour down, getting rid of the white paper. I know that there are some artists who will use like a warm tone underneath, or a cool tone, and then paint warm colours over it. And either way works. The biggest problem I see with people toning their board first is they make it too dark. And that's going to come through everything and make the overall painting too dark. So just be careful of that. But I think it's a personal preference, Jenny, and I would experiment. I'd try painting on some warm tone boards, and then I'd try painting on some cool ones, and try painting on some white ones, and then see which one you like the best. Personally, to me, it's just another step, and I've found I paint on whiteboard fairly easily. Sonia says, thanks, Rod. Hubby was thinking of making a rack. Yeah, you can buy them at Bunnings. I've got about 3 or 4 behind here. This is actually, I've got a green screen here. Behind there's about 3 or 4 racks of paintings. Debbie says, is the composition course the same as the fundamentals course? Well, there is no actual fundamentals course as such. It's the fundamentals program includes a number of courses. One of those courses is the composition course, right? So within the fundamentals program, there's the composition course, there's the values course, the color mixing course, the brushes course, and so on. So they all make up part of the fundamentals program, okay? So there's, it's just one composition course. Okay, where are we up to here? Good on you, Mard, no problem. Nina says, do you varnish before selling or wait until sold? I always wait until I've sold the painting, Nina. So I only varnish a painting if it's sold and needs to be shipped out, or I'm going to take it to a framer, or frame it myself, or I'm going to put it up on my own walls. Then I'll varnish it at that point. Gil says, making a floating frame. Any problem with attaching a painting to the backing board using Velcro tape? Well, I guess the biggest problem is that over time that Velcro tape may not hold. That's probably the only problem I can see. I'm not an expert on making floating frames, so that's about as much as I can say, is that you run the risk of that Velcro tape losing its grip over time. That's the only problem I can see there. Joy said, after going back to a painting and picking out a couple of improvements to make, I still find it difficult to decide whether I've finished. How do you decide? Well, when you're happy with it, I don't think you ever get to a point where a painting's finished. So I think it's more of a case of just knowing when to stop. And there's a point in time where the law of diminishing intent, like you intend to keep improving it, but you're actually making it worse. So that's the point where it would be a good idea to stop, I think. But there's no actual correct way of knowing. I think really it comes down to where you are happy with the result, and you can live with it, because you can keep working on paintings forever. Just work on the one painting. So Celia said, I would love to do the certification course. If you're referring to the More Certified Instructor Program, currently closed. I'm not sure if I'm going to open it up again. But I would recommend joining. If I do open it up again in the future, what I'm going to do is make it a requirement that you join the Artist Business Academy first, and you go through the courses in there first as a primer to doing the MCI course. But currently it's closed, and I don't have any plans to reopen it at this stage. Pauline says, I've been given a pile of canvases 7-inch square. Are they too small to do some practice paintings? If yes, do I paint the edges? I don't know that they're too small. You could use them to do little studies and practices, absolutely. Only paint the edges if you want that sort of finish. If you're going to frame them, then you don't need to be painted. Some people love to paint their edges. I personally don't. That's a personal preference. So just whatever makes you happy, Pauline. Connie said, I'm also signed up and looking forward to the second challenge. Fantastic. Yeah. And says, I had an old craft storage unit. Removed the plastic drawers and used the metal runners as racking. Fantastic. Good idea. I bought a drying rack, says Pauline. Hangs on the wall above my desk. There you go. That's a good idea. Sell the painting, says Wendy. Then you have no choice. It's gone and it's finished. Yes. It's always good if you can sell them. That's a pretty cool green screen, says Terry. Yeah, I like playing around with things like that. So I can take the background out and go Hollywood style. So yeah, anyway, that's another topic altogether. High tech, says Linda. Yes, well, try to be a little bit high tech, not too high tech. Sonia says, how long to wait to varnish finished paintings? Obviously, oils will be longer than acrylics. Then how long before sending to the customer? Look, with oils, water mixable oils, usually within about 5 to 7 days, they're touch dry. I tend to wait 10 to 14 days before I will post them out. So spray varnish them just before you wrap it up. So that's about the average time. If you use too much white in the painting, it might take a little bit longer, but not too much. Just test it with your finger, and the edges and wherever you got thick paint, that's where it's going to be slowest drying. So that's roughly the time. Now, if you're listing them on eBay, like we've been talking about in the Artist Business Academy, if you do a painting today, you photograph it, you put it up on eBay, put it down as a 10-day listing for an auction, right? And then always have 2 to 3 days, before you'll post it, and then that gives you plenty of time. So you shouldn't have any problems there. Hi, Shelley from Alberta. I bought some Golden Gloss glazing liquid and have not used it before. I applied it to a painting on Canson watercolor paper. Okay, so it's completely flat. I found after it dried, it pooled in one spot. I've read that I can use household ammonia to remove. Have I ever done this? No, definitely not. Glazing liquid. I wouldn't even know what that does. Gloss glazing liquid. I'm a big believer in using the minimum amount of mediums that you possibly can, because the Moore method of painting and the way we teach it at Learn to Paint Academy is designed to simplify things right down. So I'm a great believer in using hardly any mediums at all. I wouldn't even know what Golden Gloss glazing liquid does, let alone how to remove it if it pools. I'm sorry, Shelley, I can't answer your question on that. Debbie said some varnish is yellow after drying is one that is better than another. I think that's Delmar varnish, which they more of a traditional varnishing approach. The spray can varnish, I haven't found a yellow at all. Maybe in 10, 15 years they will, but I haven't had any out there long enough to know. There you go. Shelley, Batcher says they have a support team. You can call them and talk to somebody. So that would be the best place to get the answer on that. Carlene said, that's my problem. I've not got a drying rack. Yeah, you need a space where you can let paintings dry, definitely. Teresa said, I'm in a small apartment and currently use brush on varnish. I like to spray varnish to seal a painting. Is this safe to do? I wouldn't do it inside your apartment, but if you've got a little balcony, like I don't do it in the factory here. The studio is a factory. I don't use spray varnish inside here. I just go outside and lean it against the wall and do it outside. So do it in the car park, somewhere like that, right? That's the safer thing to do. All right, any other questions, friends? Shelley said, the golden glazing medium is extender. I used a varnish. Okay. Still not I can't help, I'm sorry. I'd love to be able to help. But yeah, I think the advice to ring their support desk is probably best, and they'll answer any questions you have there. Alrighty. Peter says, just negotiated the sale of 2 paintings while listening to the live stream. Fantastic, Peter. Big round of applause for you, my friend. That's awesome news. Can I do a like on Peter? Oh, I can't. Yeah. Oh, hell, I'll do a like here for you. There you go. Couple of love hearts for Peter. That's great news. Well done, Peter. Can you remember what was the first painting you sold? No, I don't remember what the first painting was actually. Um, it was so long ago, and there have been so many since then that I really don't remember. It was no, I've got no idea. Sorry, if it comes to me, I'll let you know. I remember the first painting that I did, but I don't remember what the first soul painting was. Sorry, no. No worries, Debbie. No worries, Shelley. Bum, ba-dum, ba. I do like gold and acrylic paints. I think they're a really good paint, and I might play around with using those. But yeah, the mediums I hardly ever use. So as much as I'd love to be able to help. Alrighty, any other questions? Do-do-do-do. Ba-dum-ba. There's plenty of paintings out there selling. So far this morning we've had Colin sell a painting and Peter sell 2 paintings. If you want to sell your paintings, it's just a matter of having a process and a system and putting your paintings in marketplaces where people go to buy paintings and being realistic about your prices, starting off low and then over time working your way up. What is spray varnish? It's just a can of varnish that you spray onto your paintings, and it just seals the painting and protects the painting from dust and things like that. Alrighty. So we might start wrapping it up there, and what we'll do is I will just come in here. We'll pop this up one more time. If you haven't registered yet for Unleash the Artist Within, number 2, then go to www.learntopaint.academy/U2 as in the band. Get yourself registered. I'll fix up the Facebook group and we'll make sure that that's all up and running so you can register for the Facebook group. It'll be open on Monday morning. So even if you register now, it still won't be open until Monday morning. So just be aware of that. And I'll fix up the dates on the information page and the PDF document so that we make sure we've got the correct dates, which will be in my date and time. Okay, so just be aware of that. You need to convert it to your own date and time, which may involve printing out the PDF, doing the conversions, and then you'll be good to go from there. All right, friends. Thank you all so much for joining me. Whoops. What am I doing? There we go. Keep forgetting that I was sharing my screen. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hope you all have a beautiful day, beautiful weekend, and very excited about getting started next week with our Unleash the Artist Within number 2 challenge. Invite all your arty friends to come and join us at U2. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun. We're really looking forward to it. Alrighty. Just make sure there's no last minute questions. Can you advise the best price range, best mid-price range that are still good? Cobra are the best. The best mid-range would be Winsor & Newton's Artisan range, but they're expensive. They're not cheap paints. Artisan, Winsor & Newton would be the one I suggest. Good on you, Chrissy. Good on you, Sonia. Thanks, Magdalene. Thanks for Joker. Thank you, Shelley. Thanks, Manju. Thank you, Tatiana. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Sandy. G'day, Donald. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Colin. Have a great weekend. Cheers, Nina. Cheers, Gail. Cheers, Diane. See you, John. Bye, Wendy. Bye, Carlene. Thanks, Valerie. We'll see you in the challenge. Pauline says, what is your most favourite scene to paint and the place you have most painted? Seascape with headlands is my favourite thing to paint. And probably Mooloolaba Headland is the place I've painted the most. If you have a look on Rodmore Art Facebook page, I posted a painting a few days ago of that one. Cheers, Jenny. Thanks, Yvonne. Bye, Julie. All right, friends, we are out of here. Enjoy your weekend. See you all Monday morning for the start of Unleash the